Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wanted to conditionally count rows in Power BI, for example, tallying up orders over a certain size, then you're in the right place. By the end of this tutorial, you'll understand how to use Power BI's powerful COUNTX and FILTER functions together, so you can create custom counts based on any criteria you need. Whether you're new to DAX or just looking for a practical way to apply conditional logic, I'm going to walk you through each step and explain the why behind it, so you feel confident to use this technique in your own reports. Alright, let's dive straight in. First, open up Power BI. If you haven't already, go ahead and fire up the application so we can work alongside each other. This is where we'll be creating and editing our DAX formula, and having the file open will let you see results right away as we build things out. Now here's the key to today's method. We're going to use the COUNTX function. COUNTX is incredibly useful because, unlike a regular count, it lets you count rows, but only after evaluating an expression or applying a condition to each row. Think of it like a smart tally counter at the door, only clicking for folks wearing a blue shirt, or in our case, only counting orders above a certain quantity. But writing out complex DAX formulas from scratch can be daunting, especially when you're still getting comfortable with the syntax. Here's a cool trick. You can use a tool like ChatGPT to help generate DAX code for you. Just describe what you want to do in plain language. For our example, I'll ask ChatGPT to write a DAX measure that counts how many orders have a quantity bought over 500. Saving yourself time on syntax lets you focus more on understanding and using the results. Once you have your data ready in Power BI, for example, a table of orders and your sample code from ChatGPT, it's time to put it all together. The generated code might look something like this. High order count equals COUNTX filter orders quantity 501. Let's break down what's happening here so you're not just copy-pasting but actually understanding. The filter function is like a sieve. It goes through your table, orders in this case, and only lets through the rows where the quantity is greater than 500. Once filter's done, COUNTX steps in and counts each remaining row. In other words, you're not counting everything, just what passes the condition you set. Now simply take this code and add it as a new measure in your Power BI model. Click on New Measure, paste the formula, and give it a clear name like High Order Count, something you'll remember later on. Sometimes Power BI can take a moment to process the new measure, especially if you're working with a big dataset, so don't worry if there's a slight pause. Once that's done, let's put our work to the test. Drag your new measure into a visual, maybe a card or a table, so you can see the count in action. If you did everything right, you should see a number that represents just those high-quantity orders. Try changing the filter value, maybe from 500 to 1000, and watch as the count dynamically updates. This is incredibly powerful because you can flexibly count anything, from big-ticket sales to specific product categories, just by tweaking the filter part of your formula. And there you have it. You've just learned how to use COUNTX with filter in Power BI to perform conditional row counts. This is a foundational DAX skill that you'll use over and over as your reports get more sophisticated. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please hit that like button. And if you have any questions at all, drop them down below. I do read and respond to as many as I can. Don't forget to subscribe for more Power BI tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.